Hi, my name is Tish Marr, and I'm a real estate agent with Big Sky Brokers in Helena, Montana. And I am here to introduce Angela Woirhaye of Tax Plus LLC. Hi, Angela.
Hello, nice
How's
to
it going?
meet you. Very good, thank you.
Getting ready for tax season, I bet, huh?
Yes, it's time to start gearing up. I mean, you get started in about November and it doesn't end until about October 15th of the following year.
Oh, well, that's good job stability, right?
Yes, it is.
So one of the things I always wanted to ask is what is like the most enjoyable part of working with clients in this business? What do you like to do? What do you enjoy the most when you're...
Surprisingly, you wouldn't think taxes and bookkeeping is so boring stuff and everything, but it's so nice to have your clients come in the door and they appreciate your hard work. They appreciate coming in and being able to visit with a person. We're always here for them. They have a cup of coffee, sit down and chit chat. It makes it really nice. And we're always available by telephone. A lot of our clients have said, gosh, it's so nice. I can call and talk to a person right away. I don't have to wait. And
Get a big menu switchboard.
And I can understand what you're saying. That's always nice. Our clients are just really good people. We've had them for a long time. And I think
that kind of speaks to your business as well.
It does.
Client retention is pretty huge.
It does.
Good, great. I like hearing that. And so along those same lines, what kind of experience do you bring to the table, you and your staff here at Tax Plus?
Experience. Well, I have been doing bookkeeping for as long as I can remember. I've been a small business owner myself most of my adult life. I started a janitorial business, did that for many years in Salt Lake City, and then I moved up here and started cleaning again. And then I moved into doing bookkeeping for other people because I wanted to help small business owners since I'd gone through it all. Like I knew the mistakes people were making and that I could help with.
Yep. That's great.
So bookkeeping has kind of always been part of my life.
Yeah, that's great.
My mom had a small bookkeeping business as well. She's been doing bookkeeping her whole life.
Wow.
And so it works for me, with me,
Nice.
And she's been doing bookkeeping and payroll and taxes. She's been doing taxes, good gracious, I think like 15 to 20 years. So it's been a long time.
Okay.
I've been doing taxes for almost 12 now.
Wow.
And then I have my sister is my office manager. So it's family-owned business.
That's great.
Sometimes we fight, but in general, we get along.
That's great.
We just, everybody has a part to play.
Yep.
And then we have Kim is our bookkeeper.
Okay.
And so she's doing bookkeeping, learning the taxes, and she's doing payroll too. So
wow.
Just everybody kind of does a little bit of everything.
Everybody has their own.
Small
That's
business,
perfect.
right?
I like that. That's the way it should work. So that rolls right into your kind of an overview of your services. Like what all do you do here besides taxes?
Yeah, the name definitely implies all we do is taxes, but we do have more services. So we do bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes.
Okay.
And bookkeeping, I think, is the most important part of what we do. Bookkeeping, people think, bookkeeping's easy. I can do that. Anybody can do that. And it's not a big deal. But it truly is a big deal. It will make or break your business.
Right. Very important.
Very important.
Yep.
So if you are going to do your books yourself, then that's great. But you have to make sure you're going to do them.
Yeah,
if you're not going to do them, then you need to hire somebody to do them.
Right, exactly. Right.
Because they don't get done otherwise.
Right. Somebody's got to do them.
Yes. And at the end of the day, if they're not done, it's going to cause you problems, receiving a loan because you're going to need a profit and loss.
Right.
Well, you can't have that without having your books done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all connected.
It's all connected. Absolutely.
Very integral part of the business is the bookkeeping.
It is. So bookkeeping. And then we offer payroll services. So our payroll, what's different for us with payroll is we called, a bunch of the bigger companies to see what they were offering and how they did it. And they all build they build a monthly amount, but then they also build like a quarterly. So you would end up with, every time you did quarterly reports, you'd get another bill. And then you'd have your monthly bill for doing your payroll. And then you'd have this bill or that bill. It just seems like there's a bunch of hidden fees.
Yeah.
And as a small business owner, I understand you need to budget.
Yeah.
It's important.
And you need to know what you're paying for.
Exactly. And so what we did is we took all of our prices and made it all into one monthly bill. So you do not get an extra quarterly bill when you do payroll with us. And our payroll includes all of those services at the same time. I have them written down here because I can't remember them all. But it includes garnishments, monthly liability payments, quarterly reports, yearly reports, new hire reports, workers' compensation audits, W-4s, I-9s are also provided. And then we also have a personal lockbox that we allow people to come drop off their or pick up their checks if they need to. If that's something they want to do, is have actually hand checks. Who does that? Some people occasionally like that. Anyway, but our price is just based simply on all of it being inclusive.
One flat fee a month.
One flat fee. The only thing that would change it is how many employees you have. You increase one, drop one, it's going to change it a very slight amount. But that's the only thing that changes.
That's great. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, let's talk about non-work things that keep you balanced, give you balance, things you do for fun.
Well, when you have time to have fun, when you're self-employed, I tell you, we're married to our businesses, but I do get out.
Good.
I love going camping.
Nice.
Camping and hunting are my favorite things to do. Getting out and enjoying the nature. I have a favorite camping spot.
Nice.
You know, you just hang out and no cell phone service. That's key. No cell phone service. I don't want to go if there's cell phone service.
Right.
That's what
you
I'm
gotta
trying to get away from. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good for you.
Just go out and, you know, enjoy a weekend with fire.
And we don't even have to go far to do it, do we?
No, we don't. But we live in a beautiful area.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to be there in less than an hour.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And then as we, we're finishing up this year, getting ready for 2024.
Coming right up.
Anything new like in the works for you guys in 2024?
We do have something really exciting coming up. We have been in this space for, since we opened, which was like 10 years ago. It's been a long time.
Okay.
We are finally getting an office space.
Cool.
It's being built right now. And we're just about finished with the exterior of it. So it will be ready to rock and roll by spring. We'll have a grand opening in the spring.
Well, maybe we'll go on here and do a little promo
for
your grand opening.
That'd be fabulous. I would love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, it's been great talking to you. And I think there's so many little businesses in Helena that probably don't even know they need help until they get ready to do their taxes. Better to call them now rather than waiting until April, because you may not be able to get in at that point anywhere.
Absolutely. So, yes, that's
get
hard
on it now.
April for sure.
Not next year, but these guys are great. They're just right across the tracks, right by Asarco. You take little Man Love Street and go to the end of that, and we'll jog, and you're right there. So
if you Google us, it'll take you right to us.
Yeah, it's a great little spot. And let's do one final question. If you could give one piece of financial advice to your clients or aspiring entrepreneurs, anybody looking to start a business, what would it be?
Can I say there'd be two? Because they're very similar.
Okay. Two is good.
Okay. So the first one I see so often, it's kind of scary. People think that when they go into business for themselves, that taxes are going to pay themselves. Money's going to fall out of the air. I'm not quite sure how they think those taxes are going to get paid. They're used to having them taken out of their check. And they're not anymore. They're not saving for their taxes. And at the end of the year, they seem a little shocked when they owe $20,000 to $30,000. And it just sets their whole business off on a bad foot.
Yeah.
So that's the first mistake, big mistake I see.
Assuming taxes are being paid or taken out when they're not.
Small businesses, they just don't realize how much they're spending, how much they've made, And so anyway, that is the first thing that I think they should keep in mind and make sure they're taken care of.
Yep.
And then the other thing I think that they do just as much, they underestimate how important it is bookkeeping.
Oh, right.
Because they want to spend time with their family at night after they've worked all day. And they keep putting off doing their bookkeeping. And then it's the end of the year, taxes are due, or they want to get a loan, I think I mentioned earlier. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, none of that has been done. And they have thousands of entries they need to take care of. They're losing money on their books, on having their taxes done. Their stress is skyrockets. Books are important. So if you're not going to do them, have somebody else to take care of your books for you. I kind of, I have an analogy. You want me to share it? Okay, like so here's my analogy. It is like a NASCAR driver and his mechanic. Very important NASCAR drivers are going to hire a mechanic, even if they have some basic mechanic knowledge themselves. They hire a mechanic, take care of the car so that they can drive. The mechanic is in the background making sure that the car is going to have peak performance. It's not going to blow up on the track, right? That is our job. Right. We are in the background taking care of the books, making sure everything's ready, keep your stress levels down so that you can concentrate on what you do best, which is making money and whatever
excelling
your
at your
passion
business.
Is. Yes, exactly. Right. Not stressing over the books.
Right.
Those are the two things that I see all the time.
So come on out to 612, right?
621.
621 Bayard
Street.
Or call Tax Plus LLC to get your taxes going. And if anybody needs anything in the way of real estate, get a hold of me. Or if you want to do a promo video for your business, we can do that too.
It's not too scary once you get started.
And thank you. Have a great day, everybody.